Are you going to continue over this stuff? So what we'll do is we'll set her schedule. If you get counsel, that counsel can appear if you don't need to. Okay, so if dad's option two, so if you have counsel, you will need to appear until I tell the department or the counsel report. So you are always welcome here, so I want you to sound like I'm throwing you out. But if you've got work or something else to do, I want you to work, and I want you to first stuff to do forever until we actually take the sick one. March is not going to be good. I got someone in the I got some time on the 25th.
I really think that depending on the time,
I do. This is what I have on the 25th.
it's up to you. I mean, I'm fine scheduling that time, or if you prefer to pick a date in April, so that for council can get in.
Just so there's no confusion in front of the judge, he is paying for the drug test.
Actually, no, I don't. I apologize. I said it. I said it for the first time. I'm open on the camera.
Well, the 25th I had 10, no, 11:30. You guys were into it.
I'll do it now.
Yeah, there's no comments there.
And we're gonna dismiss the standing access motion, this morning, but I did want to let you, address the attorney. I did charge my client $750 for delivering the access motion. And she was behind. He said it had hearing about it, on Friday.
He also is $10,000 behind in child support, so I don't feel like I should have to be an attorney when I'm struggling financially because he's not paying child support.
And I didn't approve that, yes, he fell behind while he was laid off, but I can show you the printout from Family and Support Services. Excuse me, where he's being paid in for a year. Now, he pays his current, he pays towards the arrears. Ever since we got back and forth, he was laid off the line in construction, when we got back, he started paying back in, and he showed the printout. Thank you.
And indicate that you're requesting. I'm not sorry. I didn't write it down.
No, I was
Thank you for sharing everything. Okay. Ryder and Judy, I want everybody. Oh, yes, that's fine. Is he ready?
Hi, James. It's Kathleen. I'm good. We're at the bench, and I'm going to put you on speaker so you can hear, Your Honor.
Okay.
Can you hear okay?
I could hear you.
Yeah, I haven't started talking yet. Welcome, everybody. I'm your judge. I'm Nicole Zellweger. So your case has been pending before me for 282 days. And ma'am, can you grab a seat? Thank you. Case has been pending 282 days in front of me, and during that time, I've had numerous conferences with counsel, your original counsel, and then can you hear me too, sir?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Your original counsel, new counsel, and Ms. Shaw. And at this point in time, I wanted to come out and first of all, meet both of you, and then second of all, talk to you a little bit about where we are on your case, considering that it's been pending 282 days. And what that means is, at this point, we're setting you for a pretrial and a trial date. That's because based on our normal standards, we set cases within a year. And that's really for your benefit and not my benefit. And what that means is we try to get cases disposed of quickly because they're family cases. They are personal to you two. and they weigh on the two of you while they're pending, and they weigh certainly on the children, or in this case, the child. And so that's what we're trying to do, is get you moving. Unfortunately, this case is not moving like a normal case, and what I mean by that is we're not advancing the way we should be toward a resolution. Typically, family cases progress in such a manner that there's, some conflict potentially that brought us here. Conflict usually slows down, works itself out. We have our GAL who does some investigation and provides some information. The attorneys usually can help guide through some conflict, and then usually we're working toward what's the best resolution for the child. In this case, we're not at that point, and that concerns me. We still seem to be high conflict. The biggest issue that I see right now going on is mom's lack of taking a drug test. I ordered you to take a drug test in September. In October, we were told that that was a monetary issue, and we had a rehearing. The parties argued at that point in time that you shouldn't, your counsel, that you shouldn't have to take a drug test. Allegations are such that the court has found that you should be required to take a drug test. The court wanted to be flexible, though, and be fair, that if you couldn't afford the drug test, we were going to require dad to pay for it in order to get it done. So I submitted put in another order for you to take a drug test in October. My understanding is, ma'am, that you've not submitted to the drug test. Is that true?
It's true.
Okay. So I want you to understand that a court order is very serious. It is not a game. It is not a suggestion. Okay. It's an order. It requires you to do it. And so I gave you flexibility the first time and gave you the benefit of the doubt. And then the second order required you to do nothing but show up to take it, and you didn't do that. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give you 5 days to submit to the drug test, and if you don't do it, you're gonna report to prison. And
Okay.
you sit there until you take the drug test.
Okay.
Okay, and it's not a suggestion. I want you to understand we're serious. This has to get done. This is part of the reason the case isn't advancing.
And the reason I'm being ordered to take the drug test is,
There are allegations that you are using drugs, and that is affecting your ability to be a parent.
okay, and the evidence behind that,
There is no evidence yet. We've not had a trial. Evidence comes out at trial. Allegations will give rise to the equipment of a GAL, which has been done in this case, and to the drug test. If you thought dad was using drugs, I'd do a drug test on dad.
okay, I've asked that several times from my first counsel. So I was wanting both of them drug tests,
Both of who?
him and his wife.
Well, I can't order a non-party to take a drug test.
Okay, well, I've been asking my counsel for that,
And what are your allegations with respect to dad?
that he smokes pot, he does drugs.
And do you have a motion on file?
I don't know if my first counsel did that or not, because he never talked to me about it.
GAL, do you have any concerns along the lines that would require the father to take a drug test?
No, Your Honor, that's the first time I've ever heard, mom never asked for dad to do a drug test. If she had to raise those allegations when we talked, I would have asked for both of them to do it.
I believe I did.
She did say that she was, partaking in marijuana, but the allegations weren't just from him. There was allegations, it was also from other parties that made the allegations that she might be doing more than just marijuana.
Judge, I can end this discussion. My client took a drug test.
He already took one?
Yep. A court, like, through the courts? Because I know outside drug tests aren't.
I don't mean to interrupt.
Hold on just a moment, please.
Okay. For some reason, I can't remember dad submitting to the drug.
He did submit,
voluntarily.
he did voluntarily at the beginning,
That's right.
and that cleared everything up because I usually do at the beginning, if mom's gonna take it, dad's gonna take it. Dad took his, mom never did. And so this is the third time.
Nobody
we
ever
asked
told
for
me
it.
he was taking the
Ma'am,
test.
I want to be clear with you. Regardless of whether or not dad did or didn't take one, you were ordered twice to take one, twice.
I understand
And I
that.
gave you the benefit of the doubt. Are you going to submit to the drug test now?
I don't have the money to pay for the drug test.
You're not ordered to. Under the October order, it was very clear that you did not have to, in fact, I want to say that you were here that day that I made this order.
No, not that day.
She wasn't here in October, she came in the day, the one that we didn't appear because of the
The one
weather.
nobody showed up
She was here
to
for that one, but the October one,
I showed up.
we argued back and changers and
Without
our
us.
council
I
objected.
showed up.
And we still ordered it, and we put that dad would be responsible for paying for it.
The order's been pending since October and it's clear that dad
But
paid.
the order wasn't clear to me because there was little tiny words written in the order.
The only little tiny word that I can see is advance. Father shall advance payment to the daughter.
Right. Meaning,
Subject to reallocation.
right, that I would have to pay him back.
If the court may order, yeah, you would pay him back. That's how this works.
But I don't have the $300 to take the drug test. I don't have it. I don't have it to pay him back either.
Well, that's secondary. I mean, here's my concern. If you don't have $300 to take a drug test, then I'm gonna put you in jail and you're gonna sit there. And then I wanna be real clear about what that's gonna do. If you're not there to take care of your daughter, I'm transferring custody to dad. That means she gets on a
understand.
plane the day I put you in jail and she's sitting then in Montana and going to school in Montana.
Okay.
So you've got to weigh what's more important.
I don't have the $300.
You have to have, ma'am, I'm not here to argue with you.
I'm-
I issued an order, you don't have to pay anything, you have to show up. Are you gonna show up for a drug test?
I'm not gonna take a hair follicle.
Then you're gonna grab a seat and I'm gonna help him take you into custody right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm hangry. They just went back? Oh, really? Is that, Kathleen's case? Sure.
Are you sure you want to do that?
I'm being backed in a corner
Can you tell me why you don't want to do that?
because it's against my human rights.
It's not.
It is because it's in advance. What allegation? They have all these allegations, all this stuff that's been told, said, doing, without being me being informed of anything. Nothing. I'm standing up there and just now being told that he's already taken a drug test. Did it go through the courts? Is it a real drug test? How do I know his lawyer lies? She lied the last time he was here.
Well,
He had court without me and the judge and left.
that.
And stated that I didn't appear in court when I was here. She's a liar.
It's on record. I've read that. It's on record that you were.
I know, but I can't believe any of the words coming out of that woman's mouth. I don't trust her. She tried to have court without me and the judge here the last time.
But the judge, this is coming from the judge, though.
But I don't know about his drug test. I don't know any of this. This is all coming to me now. Why I'm standing here in front of a judge.
But it does.
They can put me in jail then.
Okay.
That is not legal to sit me in court and take my kid because of a contempt.
Yes, it is. It is.
Not for a hair follicle, because
Yes,
they
it
cannot require a hair follicle.
can.
It's not according to this law. They just have laws out there for no reason. I was able to find this for no reason. You guys just want to herd me like a sheep and just go through the process like you guys do. Nobody wants to step up at the whole system. You guys aren't standing.
We don't have, but that's what I was saying. If there is an issue, if there's going to be an issue with the drug test, tell us and we can still, you can get help. You can still keep your daughter. That will, refusing to take the drug test is worse
I will
than
take a
failing
urine
the drug
test.
The urine, they won't do that. They will, she's
Exactly.
not going to order that.
Why?
Because you don't get to decide. The judge decides.
We don't have to have evidence. What
No,
evidence are they showing me?
she just talked
I
to
don't.
you.
This is a loophole. This is bullshit.
It's not.
It is.
It's not.
It is.
Okay, I was,
This is
I'm,
a hurry
I'm
up.
trying,
This
I
is,
am trying
this
to,
is how it's a process. This isn't about Delilah at all.
it's gonna be about Delilah when she has to be put on a plane.
Because
and
I'm not
completely-
listening to what I'm being told, so they're just gonna rip my daughter from me.
Because
I'm
the
not compliant.
allegations can be cleared up very quickly if you take the drug test.
They can be cleared up very quickly if he shows evidence to it.
He doesn't have to show evidence.
And
This
I
isn't a
don't have to
trial.
prove him right or wrong. This isn't a trial.
Okay.
Is that not correct? How does that work one way
I
and not
want-
the
I-
other?
I-
I'm just trying to
I-
understand.
I want you to make sure that you are 100%.
I'm trying to help me understand how this is one way and not the other. He can make allegations and I can get thrown in jail from allegations, and instead of being proved, I thought it was innocent until proven guilty.
Well,
this is really-
This isn't a criminal case.
Exactly. So why am I being put in court or in jail?
Because you're in contempt of a court order.
Okay, so I can't be fined?
Well, I mean, what
I
is
mean-
that gonna do? You just said you don't have the $300
Well,
for the drug
exactly,
test.
exactly. So putting me in jail is gonna do what? Take my kid from me?
Yeah, I mean,
That's all they wanna do.
The judge can transfer custody.
That's all she wants. That's all they wanna do anyway.
Because if you're refusing to do a drug test, the assumption is that you
It's
are
an,
on
and it's an
drugs.
exact assumption.
The assumption.
That
is
isn't, that is all against, that goes against my whole entire character.
Well, I am sorry, but it's,
It's not even right.
well, I'm sorry that you. feel
So
that it's
the
not
assumption
right,
can
but-
it be I'm on all 10 drugs on that drug panel they want?
Yeah.
Okay,
yes.
so then how am I standing upright in front of a judge? If I'm on all 10 drugs, it's a 10 drug panel. They're uppers, downers, sideways, every which way. I think that's what I'm saying. You're gonna make that kind of assumption. How would I be standing here and being able to appear in front of a judge if I am presumably on all these drugs?
All right, I just wanted to make sure, because I don't.
Does the advance mean that I have to pay James back?
Yeah, you make it.
I don't understand this.
Who do you want to, go, the police are gonna go get your child and take her to whoever's going to
Oh,
hold her till she transfers custody?
She's not going with him.
Yeah, she is.
No, she's not. I have
Right.
5 days to take a drug test, she said.
No, the
No.
judge said that you're refusing to do it, so she's saying you're being taken into custody right now.
How does this happen before we even go to a trial? Do
We've
you stop
tried
just
to-
blowing me off and explain to me?
Ma'am, nobody's blowing you off.
You're not
I've
telling me
explained it
anything.
to you, the judge explained it to you 4 times.
I don't understand if this is, because at 1 minute I'm being told this is not a criminal case, and the next minute I'm being told I'm going to jail, and my daughter's being ripped
Yes.
out of me,
Yeah,
out of my
you are.
hands.
She made it clear to you. She's the judge. She has, it's an order. It's not a suggestion, it's an order.
I'm not giving up my kid.
Well, then
You're
you-
gonna be in jail.
You're gonna be in jail.
That doesn't mean that I have to give up my kid.
Yes, it does. Oh, yeah, it does.
She's 13.
She's entering the order right now.
They're not taking her.
Yeah, they are, right now. She's gonna be on a plane tonight.
No, she won't.
So you're refusing to say who should go and get custody of her at the house right now?
She's not at the house.
Where is she?
I'm not giving my kid up.